selling is something you do with people, not to people. Welcome to Sales for Nice People, the daily podcast for ethical entrepreneurs who want to sell more without having to be pushy, sleazy, or scuzzy about it. This is episode 40. I am Martin Steller. I help nice people sell more. And in the world of sales, there are some really nasty notions and practices, as you will probably have noticed. For instance, it is very common for certain people to say, well, that buyer has your money in their pocket, and your job is to get that money into your own pocket. Now, I don't know how low and despicable people can get, but I think that this is about as base and low as it goes. In the world of sales for nice people, ethical entrepreneurs don't operate like that. But because we are always shown this kind of aggressive, pushy, manipulative, shaming people, bullying people, we end up thinking that this is how sales is done. And then obviously the high integrity entrepreneurs don't know how to sell because they don't want to be like that. And no, you shouldn't be like that. But that then leaves you with a problem. Because if you think that selling is about being pushy, and therefore you're not going to learn how to sell, you end up not being able to sell your work. Your people then don't get to buy from you, and then they go to somebody else. And that sucks, because that somebody else might win the sale just because they're better at selling, just because they have less integrity. And somebody who is really good at selling and has less integrity very likely also doesn't have a very good service. Which means if you, as an ethical entrepreneur, don't know how to sell your work, you're actually favoring your competition. You're making it easier for your buyers to go to the wrong person. And that is a real crying shame. So instead, what I suggest is thinking of selling as a process that enables the buyer to make a decision to either buy from you or to not buy from you, to keep the problem or to get rid of it. And when you make it about serving your buyer and getting to the right decision for them, your whole process changes. Instead of trying to get the sale, get the money into your pocket, selling becomes something that you do with people and not to people. This is a major, massive shift in the entire dynamics of your sales conversations. And once you internalize that, selling becomes something that you, as an ethical entrepreneur, somebody with high integrity, can also do without having to feel awkward about it, without having to resort to scuzzy or sleazy tactics. So if there's one thing that I want you to take away from this today, it is this. Selling is something that you do with people, not to people. Think about it. This was episode 40 of the Sales for Nice People podcast. I am Martin Steller. Sign up for a short and helpful daily email at martinsteller.com/nicepeople, and I will see you tomorrow.